Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Bros here with a cool video, man. Something that was really nostalgic for me, which is basically the Thunderlord. If you don't know, it's been back now for about 24 hours and into D2, came back from D1. This is actually the mission that you got to beat right here. These are the bosses that you fight. Once you fight these guys, you go to the Cosmodrome, or you're in the Cosmodrome the whole time, but you exit back out through the Cosmodrome. You have to go to the tower, turn into Ingram, and you get the Thunderlord. Now, this is going to be my opinion of the Thunderlord after I played with it for about 6.5 hours in IB the first day that it came out. Um, Definitely an interesting thing that Bungie did with machine guns and having this be the only machine gun until the next DLC when they're bringing machine guns back in full effect with random rolls and stuff like that. But overall, man, I just want to say that no matter what I think about the gun, it was definitely nostalgic. Definitely nostalgic. This video is special to me because Thunderlord was my first ever exotic in Destiny history. And I used to love the Thunderlord, man. When it first came out, it was so broken. And of course, you know, like every other gun in the game, they nerfed it because they started to nerf everything. Hand cannons, blink, shotgun, LMGs, rockets. Everything got nerfed in the end. But in the beginning, Thunderlord was the best gun ever. Now here is my first game ever with it, and I'm just gonna let
Where
you
does
guys
heavy
listen.
spawn? Where is it? Where is it at? I need to know. I think it's outside actually, right?
Opponent claimed Zone A.
Fuck C.
Zone C captured. That's 2. 3 down. You're pulling ahead.
Is Thunderlord does it exist in fucking? Well, it's so toxic.
You have an iron will.
Oh, there it goes! I'm on the way, baby! Woo, shit! Oh my god, that shit is nasty. Oh! I'm being thirsty. I didn't play tomorrow with it, but
Don't waste it.
she doing, big dog?
2 down.
She doing, big dog? You ain't get me off this Thunderlord, fam.
Now finish them. Opponent claimed Zone B. Zone C captured. A powerful statement. Zone B captured. 2 zones.
So yeah, guys, that was my first game with Thunderlord. And as you could tell, I was pretty hyped. I was really excited. I was so nostalgic for me because, like I said earlier, this was my first exotic ever. It was really what made me get so involved into Destiny. Like, it was the first thing I touched that was like so overpowered that I didn't know what to do with myself. I would literally camp by the heavy in D1 until I got heavy. When I was, you know, the first, second, third week in the game was a noob, and just go crazy with Thunderlord. I'd never die with it. And, you know, I would stay alive for the whole game with Thunderlord. Camp heavy, Thunderlord, and stay alive. Now, here's some more clips of me with Thunderlord. I used it for about 6 hours, 6.5 hours in Iron Banner. And to be honest, it didn't do too well. Now, I don't know if that was because the kids were so sweaty or, you know, what it was. But I will say, the first time I shot it, and as I continued to shoot it, I just couldn't help but think back to D1 where the gun seemed to be a lot more stable. Now, Perfect Balance was on there in D1, and it's not on here in D2 like as an option, and you can't choose between Field Scout and you know, Perfect Balance to get more ammo or whatever. But it also doesn't hit as hard. Now I understand that because the time to kill is different, but also feel like with guns like 1K Voices and Warcliffe Coil, Thunderlord can hit a little bit harder, man. It shouldn't be a 5 tap to the head. It does 41 to the head. You need 5 bullets to the head to get a kill. Now, if you get it charged up, it'll kill faster because the bullets shoot faster. But at the same time, nobody wants to waste their ammo, you know what I mean, and get it charged up beforehand.
I feel like they have to spawn
So
here, no?
I think that it should get a damage buff. And
Zone A.
in my opinion, it's not the strongest time to kill wise. I definitely found myself getting outplayed by pulse rifles at mid range pretty often. I was weak there, but bygones and Redricks and stuff like that, which would definitely outgun me and outplay me from mid to far range. And that's another thing about Thunderlord D1. It had a lot more range. The stability was a little bit better. I think the recoil pattern might be the same. I'm not sure, but it was like maybe a tighter spread. But I don't know what it is, man. I can't put my finger on it.
Okay, now we getting clips.
But I definitely didn't do too well with this gun for the 6 hours that I used with it, and I can't find a reason to use it
I can say that.
over a Wardcliff or 1K Voices if you have one, or a Queenbreaker's bow. All these, all these heavy exotics are just more versatile than the Thunderlord. Now, for me, it hurts to say this because this was, like I say, one of my favorite guns. But it honestly was just nostalgic for me. And I don't want to sit here and shit on the gun or anything like that. I'm sure it's great in PvE. I have not tried in PvE, but for clearing mobs, it has an explosion when you get kills. I'm sure that's great for ad clear. Now, one thing that I will say about the gun that is really good, and one of my favorite things about the gun overall, is that it definitely melts supers. Like, if there's a roaming super coming at you, you can absolutely shred it. I definitely killed more supers with this gun than I would have imagined, I guess. Because this is more of a gun that, it farms guys with regular health. Like here, absolutely melt the guy, right? And you'll see here again that I melt another Titan. Now, of course, if somebody has a golden gun or a dawn blade, you'll probably get the kill and trade with them. It also melts Nova Warps as well. If you got a decent amount of space and the super's coming at you, you will shred them. Now, it's different when people have their guns out and they play cover, like Luna's Howl, or like that right there, Trust. Like 180s seem to be really, really successful against Thunderlord, especially up close, because the recoil is just so crazy on Thunderlord. I don't know why the recoil is so crazy. They should have given it perfect balance like they did in D1. Because it's all over the place, and I have a really good aim. If you watch early in the video, I got some snipes and some Luna kills, and then I pull this out, and it's just like, man, this thing is it's so hard to control. And I feel like for an exotic, it shouldn't be that way. This is how a legendary should shoot, minus all the perks that it has on it that are pretty amazing.
Let them come.
Yeah, guys, bringing the video to a close, I just wanted to do a quick review rant video. I was under the impression that this is going to be part of my permanent loadout for comp and stuff, because I've been looking for a power weapon to main, and this just didn't cut it. This definitely fell short of my expectations, but I came in with expectations, which was my mistake. And watch this right here. This happened to me so much today. Thunderlord versus Luna's Howl. He's weak, and it's like, and I know Luna's Howl and Not Forgotten are the best guns in the game, but come on, man, it's the Thunderlord. Give it a little bit more damage, guys. If anyone from Bungie's watching this or watches this video, which I doubt, just make it do like 50 a headshot. Even then, you would have to hit 4 headshots, which still would be hard with this recoil. It would still be extremely hard. It wouldn't make the gun overpowered or anything at all. But right now, it feels really lackluster in PvP. Now I'm hearing it's amazing in PvE, but I'm a PvP player. I want it for PvP. I wanted it to be in my my heavy slot for comp. But this definitely will get no burn for me in comp, guys. Not even gonna lie. But overall, I do appreciate Bungie bringing it back. My favorite exotic back, and me having the nostalgia and getting to enjoy it for a few hours before realizing that I was getting shredded by Luna's Howl every time I challenged it. But anyway, guys, man, I hope you guys are enjoying this Thunderlord, regardless of my opinion of it. I love you all. Have a great one. See y'all next time.
Stand tall, Guardian.